All right.
So we've just purchased a 1983 Jaguar XJ V12. None running.
You don't know when to stop.
Have we just bought the worst XJ we possibly could? I've gone against all my advice about looking at cars, doing your research, making sure it's the right thing, and I've bought this one blind, and it's a bit of a dog. It doesn't start, it doesn't stop, the paintwork is all bubbly. I don't know where we're going with this, but it's going to be a bit of a ride. This car is everything that's Jaguar. This is Jaguar in its classic heyday. It's a bit gangster, it's a bit rough. It's mind of a young impressionable age watching Terry McCann drive it. It's Snatch and Vinnie Jones. That's what this car is. It's a bit of Cray Twins, it's a bit of all of that. This is a great car. Come and have a look at the old girl. They don't make these cars anymore. Let's be honest, Jaguar don't make cars right now at all, but they haven't made a car like this for a long, long time. These V12s are really special. I think we need to save every single one that we can.
The disc brakes are inboard, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. It's probably quite a lot worse than I was hoping. The brakes were sticking. I thought we had to free those off real quick. That hasn't happened. This is really seized up. What do you think, Lee?
A little bit rough, but...
Body is a little bit rough.
Yeah, a little bit.
But let's see if we can get it running. Well, let's see where we start with her.
I think it looks great.
Well,
it looks great, yeah.
Beautiful shape one.
It's a nice shape one, but I've got some bubbles on her.
That's rust bubbles coming through the paint.
The paintwork is a lot more bobbly than I was hoping for, and we haven't even got underneath it yet. It's pretty bad.
It's rough.
The engine's
doable.
That, if it runs.
It's not the roughest car I've ever bought, I've ever seen. I've brought rougher and I've built rougher.
The worst case scenario is that we've bought a car that cannot be saved, and that's a bit heartbreaking because it looks beautiful. It's got all the lines. The interior looks like no one's ever sat in it before. This car needs to be saved. But let's be honest, if it's really rotten, if the engine is seized, if the underneath is more corroded than we would like, it might not be savable.
I don't think we're going to tow it off in here anyway. I don't think we've got enough room. With a trailer in here.
So how are we going to get it off? I don't know where we are with it at the moment. It's, it looks nice, but bodywork is a bit tatty. It doesn't run. There's a lot to do. Right, how are we going to get it off them?
That's the next task.
Apparently, and I wasn't there, it was incredibly difficult getting on the truck. The brakes normally, when they bind up, can free up fairly easily, but this is absolutely seized solid. So we've got a couple of options. We can try and winch it off, we can try and pull it off with another vehicle. We're gonna try and get it off actually the same way as they got it on, which with some lubrication under the stuck wheels. This is a little bit yeehaw cowboy, if I'm honest. It's not the way I would like this to go.
Oh, idea. Whether a couple of these off the hooks on the floor.
You reckon you're going to put it off with a dyno strap?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a really cunning plan.
You've got something.
You've done this before. So the driver thought that if we strapped the vehicle down and he pulled forward, the vehicle would stay where it was and start pulling off the trailer. When his clutch started to smoke, it was quite clear that was not going to happen, and this vehicle was very stuck.
I'm linking it from side to side, then hopefully I can, if I get that, we got it right back, I would have wrapped 2 straps around the back axle and told him to drive. I've done that before.
Too early to say if this is a good purchase or not at this point. My heart is still saying, yeah, we're going to do this, it's going to be all right. My brain is starting to say, what have you done, you fool? I'm in it. We're going to give it some.
Nah, then budge him.
I think at this point, we're not really worried about doing any damage. The brakes, let's be honest, they're shot. There's an awful lot of things that are going to be shot on this car by unfortunately, dragging it off a trailer, we won't have done any damage that isn't already in there in those components. So I'm not worried about that. You know, everything needs to be fixed on this car anyway, so it's time to just crack on, really. That's good. All right, well, there you go. She's off. You know. Okay, it's going to be all right. We can save this.
No when to stop.
I think it could have gone better.
It could have gone better, yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it is what it is.
I didn't hear anything.
It's off.
Off's off. Now we've got to figure out how to get that from there to there.
Ollie Jack. Okay, I think we're good.
Nice.
Right, that's next week's job. Okay, so here we are in my new pride and joy, and I think this could quickly become one of my favourite places to be. They don't make seats like this anymore, and the smell is fantastic. This is true classic car smell. But the interior is in amazingly good condition. I was thinking, oh, we'll have to get the seats refurbished and everything. These seats feel great, and the leather is really lovely of them. Dashboard, there's no cracking. There's no wear and tear on the interior. Interior is really, really good. That's a major plus point. And actually the same for all of the wooden dash here. It's not buckling, it's not cracking. There's a lot to love about this car, but I do remain deeply worried about some elements as we're going to start getting into this project. Some quite nasty rust under the windscreen. That's a bit worrying, if I'm honest. As we work our way down though, generally, paintwork, bodywork is pretty good. We've got some pretty nasty bubbles. This is going to need to be painted. I'm delighted with the chrome. Chrome is in really nice condition. Roof is all in good condition. Start to get some rust here around the rear again. But generally, mechanically, the arches are good, bodywork wise. There's something that could be worked on here, but I think the whole project hands on mechanically what we got underneath. Can we get the engine working? Does the gearbox work? How rotten is the underneath? Everything is going to hang on that. So clearly the first step is we need to fully assess this vehicle and work out if we've actually got a viable project here. Can we save this Jaguar? So we're going to need to get her on the ramp, going to have a full inspection underneath to see what the body looks like underneath and the chassis. And I mean, that could be a car killer in its own right. If we know the body and chassis is savable, then we need to start getting into the engine, work out why she won't start and what we can do about that. I'm really excited about the project. I hope we can pull this off. Stay tuned and let's see where we go with this.